Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. We do have a lot to talk about. Let's see. Hopefully this... Okay, it started. Good. Let me know if you can hear and see me all right. Because for some reason on my end, it took a second to start. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. We have a lot to talk about. And it's... President Trump, he's okay with, like I always stated, he's okay with, he's just fine with witnesses. The issue regarding witnesses is that if Democrats get Bolton, and by the way, that whole Bolton thing's not working out for them. If Democrats get Bolton and they get Mulvaney or whatever, then he gets Adam Schiff and Biden. I'll read you this. This is absolutely hilarious, too. Trump says he is open to witnesses testifying in his impeachment trial in the Senate if Schiff, Biden are called. This is January 9th, 2020. President Donald Trump said Thursday that he would support witnesses testifying in his Senate impeachment trial as long as they include Joe Biden, Adam Schiff, and others. Trump also said he had no problem with former National Security Advisor John Bolton testifying. You know that Trump is, like, they can't touch him. They cannot touch him. They can't touch the man. There's nothing that they can do, absolutely positively nothing that they can do to get to Trump because he's done nothing. So... let's continue here. Senate Democrats are demanding witnesses be included in any trial, something Republicans have so far resisted. Republicans don't really, like, the objection is only that it would take long. There's no direct evidence he did anything. So just like you have a whole bunch of articles talking about John Huber finding nothing, absolutely positively nothing, regarding the Clinton Foundation, which David Sirota of the International Business Times... other great journalists at the Wall Street Journal and at the Atlantic have talked about what the UBS and Clinton Foundation controversy. There's so many examples. John Solomon at The Hill talked about Uranium One. There's so many examples of public record. The Associated Press wrote articles on the 85 donors giving $156 million in the Clinton Foundation and then meeting Madam Secretary. There's so many examples of quid pro quo. You can just read Peter Schweitzer's Clinton Cash. So with correlation should never equal causation. Correlation can never equal causation if it's Democrats or Madam Secretary. But with Trump, correlation is always causation. Don't you know? Don't you know? It's always causation. But let's just read this. President Donald Trump on Thursday said he would support. Also, one quick thing that I find hilarious is really quickly. When you have media figures, like whether it's Chuck Todd or other people in media, and they're like, I can't believe the president's behavior. I mean, he's turned this into a story about Joe Biden. But it's not a story about Joe Biden. It's not at all. It's about Trump. It's about Trump. The average American's like, no, it's not. Even if they agree, even if they think it's about Trump, it's also about Biden. It's also about Biden's conflicts of interest and his son. So this is why I say Clinton is going to be nominee, ladies and gentlemen. Madam Secretary is chilling, just relaxing. And it's like she tweeted out the other day, check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. She tweeted out the other day, hashtag I voted for Hillary Clinton. That's like saying you didn't like the food at a restaurant, then you put hashtag we should have eaten at Jeffrey Dahmer's. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So, I don't like this foreign policy. Hashtag I voted for George W. Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld. It's like, Sandiford! I don't want to sneeze. All right. President Trump should play MC Hammer's "Can't Touch This" during all public appearances. Oh my God, that is so good. Yes, that is so good. Exactly. I agree. Allison, watching in Scotland, hello. Thank you for watching. Sandiford, I agree, 100%. I agree 100%. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue. So, I'm going to leave it to the Senate, but I'd like to hear from the intelligence operative. I'd like to hear from Shifty Schiff. I'd like to hear from Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. You know, this is the thing. It's so great. What Trump does, I love it. All the pretense, all the phony veneer, let's see, what is the word? The pomp and circumstance. This just the fabricated, manufactured veneer of Washington, where media is there just to tear down people, where Democrats cheat openly. Trump tears that all apart. They don't know what to do. And like Sandiford said, like they have to the MC Hammer song is brilliant. Can't touch this. Or you know what they should do, because of his achievements in Korea. There's the great Korean pop star Psy, and he actually did a remix of that. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. The Korean pop star Psy, Can't Touch This. That was a huge hit. That was a huge hit. What, like 8 years ago, right? For a second, it was the most viewed. Wow, size. Oh, sorry. It wasn't. It was Gangnam Style. That's right. Gangnam Style. That's right. So it wasn't. It was the Can't Touch This. Song remix, sample, I should say. That's right. South Korean rap star Psy's music video on Saturday became the most watched item on YouTube with over 800 million views. Wow. 800 million views. Actually, there's like a couple of, like, I've seen before maybe 1 or 2 like billion view. But this was in 2012. So Trump should definitely have Psy's music video or the song playing every rally or every speech. But anyway, the president also wanted the second intelligence operative. So what he's doing, he's completely upending their phony attempts at this kind of like they created a reality that doesn't exist. Everything revolves around. By the way, I bought a No Malarkey shirt, and since nobody's ever seen it, I'm gonna actually it's gonna be the big reveal on H.A. Goodman's other channel. It'll be the first time ever you've ever seen a No Malarkey shirt touch human hands. This is Joe. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't blame you. It's Joe Biden's No Malarkey. So, but nearly a dozen current and former diplomats and national security officials did testify, describing Trump's central role in months-long effort to pressure Ukraine's government into launching investigations into Trump's political opponents. So what if these people testified? And it wasn't just Trump's political opponents. They happened to be Democrats who were possibly corrupt. Biden is a Democrat. He's also Trump's political opponent, but not his direct political opponent. That's Clinton. Clinton's going to be nominee, not Biden. They're not going to roll into... whatever. I'm not going to get into my whole spiel. They have no direct evidence. Money flowed into the Clinton Foundation. They say, well, the correlation doesn't equal causation. What about UBS? What about the Boeing deal? What about 85 donors giving $156 million and meeting Clinton? Uranium One. So everyone gives money into the Clinton Foundation. They get beneficial treatment. Democrats and media say you can't prove anything. Where are the people like William D. Campbell who did testify before Congress? He stated, yeah, it's a total money laundering scheme. They said, well, where's the evidence? Where's the direct evidence? All you have is just circumstantial evidence. Well, that's all they have with Trump. But even with Trump, they don't really have circumstantial evidence in terms of it being some kind of pattern of behavior. Like, they don't have that. All they have, if anything, they came up with 5 or 6 witnesses that don't have direct knowledge, but that don't like Trump. And they've yet to prove their case. Here's the Wall Street Journal. UBS deal shows Clinton's complicated ties. Donations to Family Foundation increased after Secretary of State's involvement in tax case. A few weeks after Hillary Clinton was sworn in as Secretary of State in early 2009, she was summoned to Geneva by her Swiss counterparts to discuss an urgent matter. This is by James V. Grimaldi and Rebecca Ballas. The Internal Revenue Service was suing UBS to get the identities of Americans with secret accounts. If the case proceeded, Switzerland's largest bank would face an impossible choice: violate Swiss secrecy laws by handing over the names, or refuse and face criminal charges in the U.S. federal court. Within months, Mrs. Clinton announced a tentative legal settlement, an unusual intervention by a top U.S. diplomat. UBS ultimately turned over information on a fraction, 4,450 accounts, a fraction of the 52,000 sought by the IRS. From that point on, UBS's engagement with the Clinton's family charitable organization increased. Total donations by UBS to the Clinton Foundation grew from less than $60,000 in 2008 to a cumulative total of $600,000 by 2014. Oh my goodness! That's just a coincidence, don't you know? The bank also joined the Clinton Foundation to launch entrepreneurship. It lent $32 million, and it paid former President Clinton, Bill Clinton, $1.5 million to participate in a series of question and answer. So tell me again how this is not a pay-to-play scheme. So that there's circumstantial evidence right there, along with everything else that is is public record. But they don't see, to them, if it involves Democrats, they're okay with it. They demand absolute evidence. If you do not have the most direct, if you don't have an admission of guilt by Madam Secretary and Bill, I'm sorry, I did it. I actually did take advantage of my charitable foundation. I promise you, I swear under oath, that I am the one who did everything that Peter Schweitzer accused me of doing in Clinton Cash. Unless you get that type of admission, unless you get that, it's like they don't want. They just don't want. They don't want to deal with it. They're like, oh well, it's nothing, you know. You can't prove anything. Their whole thing, when it's them, it's like you can't prove anything. Like with case in point, with Biden. Well, you can't prove that he fired a prosecutor because he wanted to help his son. Well, yeah, you can't. There's no direct evidence, but the circumstantial evidence doesn't look good at all. His excuse was corruption. That's what his excuse was. His excuse is that, well, he fired that Ukrainian prosecutor because of corruption. Don't you know? That's what this is about. It's only corruption. That's the only reason. Corruption. Well, the timing is bizarre. And why should we believe Biden but not Trump? That's the thing. It's not only, it's the double standard. I mean, there's an actual admission. There's an actual admission of guilt, a quid pro quo that Biden is very proud of. Like, very proud of. But but when it comes to Biden, they're like, this isn't about Biden. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. If he deserved to be investigated, then he deserved to be investigated. Then they say with Trump, well, if he's acting guilty. He's acting guilty. Well, you don't think that Biden's acting guilty? First of all, the concept of acting guilty that's not the way any democracy should run. You don't accuse somebody and then say, wait, my accusations have made you, caused you to be upset, and you're refusing to, jump through hoops just to appease my suspicion? So, I mean, but there's always a double standard. That's the point. With Democrats, it's, well, you can't prove anything. You can't prove anything. And at the end of the day, it's not sustainable. Like, this is not sustainable. None of this is sustainable. This is a moment in U.S. history that President Trump he's single-handedly, this is one of the reasons I really respect President Trump and I like him. This is one of the reasons. This is a very, very difficult moment in U.S. history pertaining to the truth. The truth, they claim that Trump always lies. They claim that he's always telling, he's always bending the truth and telling falsehoods and lying. But it's actually the other way around. Trump's worst transgression is that he exaggerates. Generally exaggerates. When he says, when he makes a statement, a claim, he'll either exaggerate or it's the same logic that they use against him. So when they're proven wrong regarding Trump working with Russia, when they're proven wrong, they don't say, they don't fact check themselves. They just say, well, they move the goalpost. They say, well, he was eager. Don't you understand? Okay, fine. He didn't work with Russia. There's no evidence, but he was eager to work with Russia. They go there. He wasn't eager to work with Russia. There's no emails saying, "Oh, I can't wait to work with Russia." And furthermore, the DNC emails, the DNC hack, the intelligence community isn't even certain that it was hacked. If you look at the ODNI report, it literally says we have high confidence. We are not certain. High confidence judgments could be wrong. But when it's Trump saying, "Oh, well, you know what? There's $150 billion that the Obama administration gave them," immediately the fact checking, "That's not true. That's not true. Nobody was given the money. It was just unfrozen. And then they were able to get the money." Well, that's the point. That's the point. It was supposed to be frozen for a reason. Therefore, they got the money. But, I mean, with Trump, they demand absolute accuracy in the statements. And a lot of times it's true, he does exaggerate or he does explain things in a vague manner. But they do the same thing and worse. They're caught in stories that are not true all the time, and then they simply print corrections at the bottom and say, well, you know what, that's not true, but, you know, Brian Morrow, thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. HAU the man, U.S. Army combat engineer veteran, support you. I support you. God bless you, and Happy New Year, Brian Morrow, and all the U.S. combat engineer veterans, and thank you for your service, and God bless you and your families, and Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you, Brian Morrow. Thank you. You know, it's really interesting. So you have Wall Street Journal articles, you have Atlantic articles. These are public record. You have public record information, public record knowledge. You have public record knowledge. You know, I mean, it's not like this isn't discussed. It's not like this isn't talked about. You have public record knowledge regarding all of this. Carl's opinion. Good evening, Mr. Goodman, Miles, and chat. I am still waiting for President Obama to come out and set the record straight on Biden and Ukraine. Yes. Do you think President Obama will say, yeah, I told Joe to get the prosecutor fired? Exactly. Carl's opinion. Exactly. Absolutely. Carl's opinion. First of all, thank you first and foremost for your generosity. It's really unbelievable, and I thank you very much. I'm humbled by your just, you know, how generous and wonderful you've been. Thank you. It really makes a big difference, and I appreciate that. And, you know, Carl's opinion, my pleasure, Brian. Thank you. Carl's opinion, you know, it's pretty interesting because Biden is like, Biden is like, yeah, I'll go call the president. And they should have called the president. They should have been like, okay, we're calling. Because the Ukrainian officials, remember Carl, and everyone subscribed to Carl's opinion. Everyone subscribed to Carl's opinion. The Ukrainian officials, everybody, what they did, Luke St. Martin, hello. Eric H526, hello. What the Ukrainian officials did when Joe Biden literally admitted to a quid pro quo, what they did was they said, you have no authority. That's what Biden admitted to. And that's really important. Biden admitted to them saying, hey, you have no authority. You have no authority. Here, let's listen to this. Let's see if I could find this. Okay, so hold on one second. Okay. Let's see if I could find this. Where is this? Where are you, Biden? Where are you, no malarkey? Oh my God. Okay, so hold on. Okay, here. Do I have you? Is the No Malarkey Bus Tour? Yes. Yes, the No Malarkey Bus Tour. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so hold on. You'll hear Biden in his brilliant oratory style. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get this amazing technological studio ready. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, hold on one second. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Lord. Kidding me. The heck? All right. Sorry. All right. Here's Biden.
I remember going over convincing our team, our others, to convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, for, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion.
So I said, call him. He literally states, he says, call him. You're not getting the $1 billion. You're not getting the $1 billion. And Haiku Bandit. I can't really read that on YouTube, but thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I do appreciate the support, Trump. Thank you. I appreciate it. Haiku Bandit, thank you. Thank you. But you can hear Biden. This is Biden right here.
I remember going over convincing our team, our others, to convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, for, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor.
Where was this commitment? Is it in writing? Did anyone know about this commitment? So, I mean, the question here is, did anyone know about this commitment? Did anyone know about this commitment? No, they didn't.
And they didn't. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion.
Call him. So they literally told Biden, you have no authority. You have no authority. You're not getting the $1 billion. You have no authority. You're not getting the $1 billion. You have no authority. And instead of simply, nobody has ever explained this. They've never explained how, why Biden stated two things. One, they never explained that why Biden said he had no authority, that the president had no authority. Never explained that. Never explained why the president, why he stated that, why the Ukrainians stated that Vice President Biden had no authority. So, I mean, you have a situation where the issue is you have President Trump, and they have absolutely positively no evidence he committed any crimes. Absolutely positively no evidence he committed any crimes. At all. No evidence he committed any crimes. But with Biden, you have two admissions of guilt or admissions of impropriety. One, he says, well, the Ukrainian officials guaranteed me or promised me or stated that they would let a prosecutor go. Well, where's the evidence of that? I mean, you hear it here, let's hear it again. You can hear it again. Where's the evidence of that? Hold on one second. Where's the evidence of that?
Because they don't want to bend over. Zebras are great
Oh my
for
God.
anybody, but especially so if you have trouble bending over. Whether you have back pain, are pregnant, had surgery, or any illness, just stop.
I wanted to continue that. Commercial. So, so you at least knew it was a commercial. Oh my God, that's funny. Okay, I can assure you that was just a commercial. All right, hold on one second. They talked about pregnancy and back pain. All right. Let's continue. Let's see if this works.
Convincing our team or others to convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, no, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion.
All right. So what better segue than what was playing prior to this into Biden's monologue? So he literally admits, he's like, well, you know what? Go ahead and call him. Go ahead and call him. That's what that's what is President Trump should play that part of the tape. I mean, he really should. So, let's listen to this again.
We're going over convincing our team or others to convincing that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, no, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion.
So, call him. You're not getting the $1 billion. Really? Really? Just like that. Just call him. You're not getting the $1 billion. So, I mean, Biden cannot win. Okay? He's losing money. He promised to be a one-term president. He promised the GOP vice president. He told coal miners to learn the code. And impeachment goes straight to him. So, I mean, that is not a winning strategy. This is, it's pretty unbelievable. I mean, you have people who have really, you have like the world, pretty much the world is now saying that it's going to be Biden. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it ain't going to be Biden. I'm telling you, it ain't going to be Biden. It's going to be Clinton. Clinton will be the nominee. Clinton will be the nominee because they have nobody else. Biden is not going to, he's not even raising money now. So then how could he be nominee if he's not even raising money now? You see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? So, ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts below. It's been a little while, not exactly an hour, but tonight I'm running out of steam. I want to thank you. You are all so amazing. 352 people, and I do appreciate that. I'll try to be doing live streams every evening. If not, it'll be an upload, but I'll try for a live stream every evening around this time. So from 9 p.m. to about 11:30 p.m. Pacific. That expect either more often than not a live stream, but definitely an upload. And also, ladies and gentlemen, every segment I do on this channel, I'm going to do on H.A. Goodman's other channel. So check out my segment on H.A. Goodman's other channel after this. Give me your thoughts below. That'll be my fourth today on H.A. Goodman's other channel. So check it out. Subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. Just type in H.A. Goodman's other channel. You'll see my other channel. Anyway, thank you so very much. I'm running out of steam, and I will see you all tomorrow. Definitely check out my other channel right now. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening. To my super chat, to Carl's opinion, to everyone, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.